Welcome back. If you live alone and reaching for a ready meal can sometimes be the easiest option for you, but if you want something a little more nutritious and delicious, these simple, affordable meals are the perfect dinner for one.
Here to show us how is Sunrise nutritionist Sarah Di Lorenzo. Morning to you.
Good morning, guys.
Well, first of all, we should remember eating for one is hard.
Yeah.
You can't be bothered sometimes. So what's the main thing to remember?
I always say to people, first of all, get a plan in place. Don't be afraid of using frozen vegetables or doing a bit of bulk cooking. Look for ingredients that you love and bring those in. Grab a recipe book. And I always say to my patients, first and foremost, feeding yourself is a form of self-care. It's and preventative medicine. And food really is medicine. So it is important because what we see now is people living on their own. They're doing the toast, they're doing the crackers, and they're actually seriously ending up malnourished, not really realising it. Empty nesters, widowed, divorced. So just really important to embrace, feeding yourself and just see how beneficial it is because food is medicine.
I love what you say about freezing and bulk cooking because often the portion sizes at the supermarket are really hard to find small, particularly meat. Let's start with a couple of recipes. Simple ideas for breakfast, lunch and dinner. What do you reckon?
Okay, so here, what I've done here, so let's just say you bought yourself some English muffins for breakfast. You might have some avocado or something like that or some tomato with it. So for dinner, what you could do is you could just grab your English muffin. I put it in the oven with a bit of olive oil, some tomato paste. And I kind of have this formula when you're just doing something simple like that to think of 3 different types of veg you can get on there and a protein. So I've just got some mushroom, some spinach and some capsicum. I've pimped it up with a bit of basil for some extra nutrient, cheese for a little bit more protein in the oven. Simple, easy, delicious. And you've had, next day you've got your English muffin for breakfast. Try it. So a lot of flavour there. And as I said, you can literally put whatever you want on top of those. It could be smoked salmon, whatever it is, egg, anything. Like it's just, for dinner. Instead of
all those pizza flavours too,
right?
Yeah,
definitely.
That's a good idea. Yeah,
it's really easy.
I'll start eating that while you tell us about the next one.
So with fish, so one thing we do find, and the research shows that when people live on their own, they don't have enough fruit, vegetables and fish. So I wanted to showcase how easy it is just to do something with fish. And you don't even really need to do any washing up because you just grab the foil and some baking paper. Now, I've got some fish here.
Fish in the bag.
Yeah, and it is, And then what I've got in here, just to bring in that interesting concept. I've got things like some honey in there, some soy, some tamari. I use tamari instead of soy, and ginger in the oven and brought it out. Edamame, which is, you could use a frozen version or from a can. Coriander on top, and then some more and some sprouts. And there you have it, a meal for one. Again, I've got 3 different types of vegetable in there, and that way you're getting your fish in. So it's,
You look like you've got some sort of versatile, what's that, it's like a veggie...
Okay, a veggie kind of thing. So what I did here, so just imagine that you've gone and bought all your produce, and then you're thinking you're irritated because you've got a lot of produce and you haven't used it up. Chop it all up, throw some beans in, throw some tomatoes in there, and then what you can do is 3 different types of, and then freeze it, thaw it out, so you're getting your vegetables. Have it as a nachos. You could do it with, with some lettuce. Alternatively, make a wrap out of these little things you've frozen, out of vegetables that ordinarily people might have chucked out. So it's just showing you a way of avoiding waste. But it is so important to eat well when you are living on your own and embrace it.
It's really good. And love this kind of sanctuary bao style.
I love that. Well, lettuce is the new bread.
So is that like a chili con carne for veggies?
This is, and it's just literally emptying out your veggie crisper.
Chili con veggie.
And then the beans are your protein, and a bit of extra cheese can be the protein as well. And you could throw herbs in there, whatever you want, but it's just showing, and you could add that to spaghetti, you could add it to zoodles. It's just having that base mix of what's
And they're just baked tortilla chips, aren't they?
Yes.
The lavash bread or the
no, they're baked
pita
ones.
bread or love that.
Easy.
That's a great idea. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank
you can find all the recipes over on the Sunrise website.